All right, we're live. I can never figure out switch it. Can't figure out the intro. Here we are, post sports talk. We're coming at you on the holiday break. Parker Hackey's not here. He is on the IR this week, but we are coming in hot with me, Fitz, Richie,
Guatemala.
coming in from the
Guatemala.
same place, representing Guatemala, and we got Vontae, newly engaged, now engaged.
Yeah, I'm husbanded.
What do you say when someone's newly engaged?
I don't know. I just been telling people
Like
I'm
there's a
about.
term for that. That's lost me. Regardless, we're going to not week 16. Sorry, wrong teaser. We're doing week 18.
Hmm.
We're just coming at you. We don't have Aggie to bring us in. I feel like week 18 is actually there's kind of three storyline games going on. We're going to talk about this, but it's the battle for the NFC South, battle for the number one seed, battle for the AFC North. I say we start here,
The South.
and maybe we go a little bit of Richie Vontae Fitz, and let's start with the NFC South. Who do we think is going to walk away with the 4 seed in the NFC?
Buccaneers going to win, but Falcons are going to win too. So Panthers are going to the playoffs. That's just like classic Panthers, They're going to move on because of some bullshit. But we're rooting for the Falcons this week. Let's go.
Vontae, what do you think?
Man, I think this might be the Saints game that the Falcons lose. It's always at least one Saints game that they lose. Usually it's earlier in the season. Before, initially it was like that with the Panthers where we're going to lose one and going to win one, and somehow we lost both. With that in mind, hopefully the Buccaneers can pull through and bring some pride back to the NFC South, I guess. But ultimately, if the Panthers do somehow make it, I'll be happy too. Actually, no, I take it back. Either one of them make it, I'm unhappy. So, yeah, the Buccaneers got it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I think the Panthers, I think they should win this. I know the Bucs, they still have some pieces from that Super Bowl team. Like especially with Levante David still playing pretty sharp. They got their receivers back, which is key. But I don't know. I thought the Panthers did well covering JSN last week. They actually baited Darnold and throwing a pick in one-on-one coverage with JSN, which doesn't happen often. I think the Panthers got it. It just I worry about getting ahead to the playoffs. I don't know how they would do in the playoff, but I think they'll beat Tampa. That's my pick.
I feel like the NFC spot is always a setup because more than likely it's always going to be a 9-8 or an 8-9 team. Like for the past few years, it's always been like an 8-9, 9-8 team. I guess up until like with Brady was there, Buccaneers still had more wins and it was easier to win the NFC South. But like, and I thought the Buccaneers were gonna like go on a roll last year, but they didn't necessarily. But that is always a setup. So that means if the Panthers do take that number 4 spot, that means they're probably gonna win another game that they have no business winning. Like I can see it coming.
Well, this brings us to the number 1 seed battle, the Seahawks Niners, and lump the Rams into that because like the loser of this is most likely going to play the Panthers. But I guess the Rams, there's like a scenario if the Niners lose and the Rams win, then the Rams take the 5 seed and they're playing the Panthers. But we know, sorry, I'm jumping ahead, or the Bucs. But basically we know that the winner of the NFC South is going to play an NFC West opponent. But who do you guys think is going to lock in the number 1 seed and the bye? Seahawks or Niners?
Let me ask. So the Rams are still in the playoff, right?
Oh, they've clinched.
Okay, all
They're
right.
either a 6 seed or a 5 seed.
Yeah, I find it funny. I thought the Rams were going to take the NFC West. Um, yeah, and I'm still mad at the fact that the 49ers have somehow slid up under the radar all season, and now they're looking for a number one spot. Like silently, they've got a number one spot, but hopefully, I'm I'm banking on the Seahawks right now. There's really on paper, there's really no reason for them to not have that number one spot. And there's honestly, on paper, there's no reason for the 49ers to have gone as far as they did with what happened to them. I pray.
Where's this game at? I can't look it up on my end.
Kyle Shanahan deserves Coach of the Year.
No, he doesn't. Don't ever say that in your life. No, he doesn't.
Oh,
Deserve
you disagree?
He doesn't deserve this game for real.
I mean, that team's like injured as heck, and they kind of pulled it out. I don't know.
Because, like, remember, like, what happened, I don't think it was the team that was injured as hell. Christian McCaffrey was injured as hell. And then even with Fred Warner being injured, that didn't really – I mean, it does make a difference, obviously, because, you know, that's the thing. Though, I'm sorry, other Bosa, Nick Bosa was injured, too, at the beginning of the season, and then Fred Warner was injured. But, like, for the past few years, the 49ers have been pulling in people, like, no-name people, and have just been making it happen. So, like, who's their defensive coordinator? Is it
Saleh?
All right, so that answers a lot. So, yeah, we're thankful for Robert Saleh and Christian McCaffrey because defense does games, for sure.
In terms of top NFL coaches, where does Kyle Shanahan rank there? I put him top 5, I'll be honest.
I'll put that Joker number 9.
Number 9.
You know,
I mean, I remember like
I
when I was doing Packers Pod, I would always give the coaching staff like an A through F grade, like coming into the playoffs. And I feel like the Niners for years, they were getting an A. They were getting at least an A minus, like just as far as their coaching staff. And I do feel like, especially this year, like with all the injuries, and it looked like back in like week 4, week 5, it looked like, classic Niners, just a season where everyone's going to get hurt and they're not going to, they're going to miss the playoffs. But with Mac Jones, yeah, they've been competitive, they've been winning games, and now they're getting their guys back. Kittle's going to be back. Fred Warner's going to be back. I mean, I feel like they're still missing, like Ayuk, they're missing him.
Are they?
They're missing some other pieces, but
Ricky Pearsall.
they're primed.
Ricky Pearsall
They're definitely primed. And they've been here before. So, yeah, my pick is actually the Niners. The one question was if this is in Seattle, that'd be the one advantage. But I think the Niners are the better team.
You think?
So, and then based off that, I think Seahawks are going to play the winner of Panthers Bucks. So there's a chance that the Panthers just turn around and play the Seahawks again.
What makes the Seahawks better than the 49ers in this case?
I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. Opposite. What makes the Niners better than the Seahawks?
Better quarterback, but Sam Darnold. I don't know. Watch him last year with the Vikings.
No, exactly.
I feel like he's doing the same thing again. No, I believe in him. I'm more rooting for him, but can he actually
wonder
pull
when
through?
It's going to fall apart?
Can he pull through?
Yeah, that's a question. I don't know where this little resurgence of this is the first time I've ever seen Brock Purdy look confident on the field. It's kind of wild how it happened because he was just injured and then he just came back and be like, I was just playing. Let's take these boys to the chip. So we'll see how far. I do want to see how far it takes them, but at the same time, I'm not that much of a believer either.
Yeah. All right, this brings us to the last big time game on the dock. AFC North. This is what it's all going to crescendo to this week. Sunday Night Football. Ravens, Steelers.
This game
For
doesn't
the
hold
division
excitement as it used to. I will say that.
for the playoffs. I think he's playing.
Because if Lamar's not playing, then I think we paused out. Maybe we're good. I just hope Lamar's playing. Ravens.
I'll take the Ravens on this only if they stick to their run game how they've been doing and not just switch it up just to spite Lamar a little bit, like make him basically earn his pay. But yeah, I'll give it to the Ravens.
This is tough because I don't think either of these teams. I mean, there's a reason these are the last two teams I think to clinch. Ravens defense has been underwhelming. Steelers not having DK is crucial, but I think Rodgers is kind of getting it done with the pieces they have. My take would be the Steelers. I just think they get it done. The Ravens all year have just been mediocre when they should have been miles above everybody else. And I think Rodgers is just smart enough to get it done.
What if the Ravens finally awake? So
I think we've been waiting all year for that. I just don't. I think we've seen it. We've
it
seen
could
what
be
they're
like
gonna
Eli
be.
Manning and New York Giants playoffs.
Maybe.
Who do you think? I know. I just now realized I know DK is out because of that weird suspension. So with that in mind, I know taking Aaron Rodgers out of the equation, who would be the X factor on the Steelers offense, I guess?
Who was that running back that played for the Eagles? He's been going kind of crazy right now.
Which
Gainwell.
Yeah, Gainwell.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. No, actually, he had these past few games. He's just come out of nowhere. He's built a career off of whatever he's doing now. His whole collegiate career, he was in a crowded running back room because he came from Memphis with Tony Pollard and Antonio Gibson, and all of them do exactly what he did. They just got out there on the flats, caught the ball, did a wheel route, caught the ball. So I guess he's used to making a name for himself doing whatever he does. But yeah, I still take the Ravens on this one.
I'm trying to think, besides DK Metcalf, who is their second wide receiver?
Calvin
probably
Austin.
Austin.
Yeah.
Valdez Scantling. They just got Thielen.
Yeah, they just got him.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that whole ordeal was about, but whatever happened to really hurt the Steelers there.
And Tar Heels just beat Florida State. Or they're about to. 10 seconds. Sorry. We had quite the setup over here. We had the Tar Heels Seminoles on right before us. All right, week 18. We don't necessarily need to make all of these picks. Week 18 is weird. So we'll just run through. We talked about those two Saturday games, the Carolina, Tampa Bay, Seattle, San Francisco, Green Bay, Minnesota. This is basically a bye week for Green Bay. They're locked in at the 7 seed. They're not going to play anybody they need to. They're just going to embrace having a week off. So we don't need to pick. We don't necessarily need to pick for that one.
Do you think
Browns, Bengals, both those teams are out of the playoffs. Colts, Texans. Texans could still win the AFC South between them and the Jags. They need the Jags to lose to the Titans. So maybe let's just pick between those two games. So you're looking at the top right there. Jags, Titans, Texans, Colts. Go ahead and pick for both games and which team you think is going to win the AFC South. I will add Jags have a 1-game lead on the Texans.
All right, you start with Jags Titans first?
Sure.
All right. I'll start with that one and shake the table a little bit. because I feel like we've seen this movie before, because they don't have a reason to win, I think the Titans end up winning again, just like they did that. And Texans end up coming back. But yeah, give me the Titans to win. It seems like the whole offense and defense have just figured it out. And apparently, like, there's been some theories going around that they actually got cheated out of their last game. So yeah, give me the Titans.
Okay. Well, Rob, what do you think?
I mean, I feel like the Jags are kind of cracked right now. They're rolling. You know, Trevor Lawrence taking the Jags. I think Tennessee kind of sucks too.
Yeah, I mean, I would take. I'll just call it. I think Jags win. I think the Texans barely get by Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
So Jags take the division.
For a lot of these teams, it's like finding motivation. If you're in the playoffs, like where's that motivation? I feel like Rams last night were just not on top of it because I don't know. They're already
Well,
in
what
the
are
playoffs.
you fighting for? A 5 seed or a 6 seed?
Yeah,
no,
no.
exactly.
And
and Kirk Cousins was like fighting for his job. So I think that's the other thing to keep in mind. We'll keep going. Again, we don't have to do all these because Cowboys, Giants, both those teams are out. Doesn't matter. Saints, Falcons, Vontae, your Falcons are coming off a big win.
Let's go Falcons.
This game does have skin in the game because, as Rob alluded to, the Falcons win. It puts the Panthers in the playoffs, no matter what happens on Saturday.
They'll probably lose because it has implications for other people, and they're just coming off a big win. Which, in my mind, I keep thinking the Rams lost it on purpose just to have that 6 seed because they think like, oh, we'll play this team and it'll be easier. That's my theory. But like, I also think that the Falcons will probably lose on because Chris Olave is back. They'll lose on a Chris Olave dive at the end. So yeah, Buccaneers probably ended up.
Well, see, the other thing that makes it interesting is, again, the quarterbacks. Like Kirk Cousins, he's on a contract year, right? Mm-hmm. So he's trying to showcase, I could be the starter somewhere else. And I feel like that's where they have more skin in the game. Mm-hmm. I guess the Saints with Tyler Shuck, I always say his name's Show because it's spelled like show.
Oh, I do the same thing.
It's absurd. Why are we saying Shuck?
He's kind of cracked that too. Props to that dude.
Yeah, but I think for him, he's trying to showcase he has a lot of stake on the Panthers Bucks. So it does make it a fun game to watch.
Nobody. Vontae, as a Falcons fan, would you rather see the Panthers in the playoffs or the Buccaneers?
Panthers.
He's got his hat on.
Panthers for sure, just because, home team, and I'm like, it's a lot. I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't hate the other teams in the conference as much because it's like, damn, we all suck. But when Tom Brady was there, I hated the Buccaneers. And Baker is kind of cool, but I'd much rather see the Panthers in there just because, like, I love a good underdog story, and it's like the pieces are there. It's just the cohesiveness, the consistent cohesiveness. So I like to see if they just randomly turn it on in a playoff run. So give me the Panthers.
Yeah, I feel like Bryce is a likable guy too. I don't know, for some reason I always hate the Saints. I don't know why I can't stand the Saints.
It's because of Sean Payton. Speaking of Sean Payton, moving over to Denver, LA Chargers, both these teams in the playoffs. Denver can lock in everything with a win. They can lock in the number 1 seed in a bye, home field advantage. It's against the Chargers, who the only thing the Chargers can play for is seed. They can get a higher seed, but I think that's tough. I think for them, they might be okay just playing a little bit off the gas. So yeah, I would take Denver in this one. I think they just go ahead and take everything.
Um, yeah, give me Denver on the easy call.
Give me Chargers. I'm gonna be a
You
little.
think it gets dicey?
Give me Chargers. I don't know. Like the Broncos kind of remind me of Tennessee a couple years ago, first seed
Hmm.
in the playoffs, and they're just winning close games right now. I feel like they really. It's like always 13-10. It's always like
Yeah.
15-12. It's like once they get the playoffs, I feel like it might be an early round exit. That's what I kind of think, but I could definitely be completely wrong too. They could go all the way too.
Well, if the Chargers win, that actually gives a chance for New England. So you jump down New England, Miami. That if New England wins and Denver loses, New England then becomes the top seed. If somehow Denver and New England both lose and the Jags win, then the Jags take the number one seed. If they all lose, I don't know what happens. I think Denver just gets it if they all lose.
Yeah.
But those three teams are right now fighting for that. For the
And
top seed.
I'm pretty sure Patriots lost Stephon Diggs today. Is that right?
Yep.
They didn't say he was suspended, but he did get arrested. So they haven't made the formal announcement.
That's
Well, his brother is. It's a terrible day for the Diggs boys in general because Trayvon got released today too.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I saw that. I was wondering why. I felt like he was good. I feel like, I don't know.
That man said he got a concussion from out on the TV. That feels like a lie, but it feels like such a lie that it just might be true, you know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like so far they haven't made an announcement, but I would assume Mike Vrabel isn't going for that. But plus, you know, that big game Drake May had, he showed the talent of all those rookie receivers that people have in their deep dynasty leagues, like Efton Chisholm and Pop Douglas. So like they'll miss him, but like I think they'll survive, you know, going forward in case it gets really serious.
All right, my last playoff question is looking at the Philly game and the Bears game. This is a Packers question because the Packers have the 7th seed locked in. They're going to either play Chicago or Philly, depending on who wins, who loses. As it stands right now, I think Chicago is the 2 seed, Philly's the 3 seed. If you're Green Bay, who would you rather play?
The Eagles.
That's who they played last year, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I'm thinking Aaron Rodgers saying, what did he say against the Bears?
I own you.
I own you. And I feel like it ain't the Bears' time. Like I feel like I would rather face the Bears, you know?
Okay.
I feel like they own them still a little bit. I know they lost the last game, but
I don't know. I feel like either way, it's a big game. Like it's going. Hopefully, they give it a good TV slot because even if they play the Eagles, you know, they have that little documentary reports of like, oh, they played them last year in the heartbreaker, blah blah blah, all that stuff. And then with the Bears, you know, the history with that. Has there? I was there. There had to have been, but like, when was the last time there was playoff implications between Bears and Packers game?
2010. Or, okay, well, I was thinking
Trubisky?
last time they played in the playoffs was 2010. And that was for the Super Bowl.
Wow. Yeah.
Playoff implications. No, the Mitch Trubisky year, like when they were 12-4, that was Mike McCarthy's last year. Didn't make the playoffs. I'm trying to think of like the last time they were playing. It was I think Jay Cutler Rogers.
Wow. Oh, what a
I
bar.
think that was like 2013. That was the Randall Cobb 4th and 8 game.
Who won that game?
Packers did.
Let's go.
But I will say this, in the Caleb Williams era, 4 games, Caleb Williams and Bears Packers, all 4 of those games have come down to the last play. So I don't want to play the Bears. That's my take. I figured throwing this up here. Saw this morning. Sorry, Hackey's not here, so I get to throw up Packers graphics. These are the upcoming free agents for the Packers. Some key names there: Quay Walker, Devontae Wyatt, Malik Willis, Romeo Dobbs, Emmanuel Wilson. Just some key. I don't know. I feel like there's some key decisions to be made for the green and gold. They were the youngest team in football. I think they're still kind of there, but they're gonna have to make some decisions.
Oh, you're losing your.
So just highlighting that. Keep an eye on that. This playoff run.
How much money is Malik Willis going to get paid? Like,
Well, that's the question. I've seen people thinking the Dolphins should go for Malik.
would that be a mistake or would it, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a tough one for me.
The Falcons might go for him like I did on, to be honest.
What about Bo Melton? Just kidding.
Just
I was gonna throw up. I don't know what this is. Hackey's giving us all sorts of stuff. QB stock market. What do y'all reckon this is?
I guess like going forward, like into the playoffs or whatever, like what we thought beginning of the season up until now. It's week 18, so I guess going from 17 to 18, and the Cowboys and Broncos. I guess this is going from 17 to 18. Whose stock has dropped? And because it's understandable that Drake May was number one this week, and last week Matt Stafford stunk up the bed on purpose. Josh Allen basically gave the game to James Cook and took all the credit again, so they left him where he was.
I feel like Jalen Hurts at 15 is a little crazy to me.
I feel like CJ Stroud has not been good this year.
Where the hell is Bryce Young at?
That's true.
Nah, Bryce Young's Bryce Young. He's not impressive at all.
He's probably at 17.
Yeah,
and they have 17.
He's mediocre.
Well, I will say one thing this made me think of is playoffs. I feel like the lights are just too bright, that the moment's too big. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks in this that there's some new faces. I mean, Drake May's obvious. That's an obvious one. Bryce Young would be if he makes it. Caleb Williams is another one. Then you got Rodgers, who hasn't been there in a while. There's a question if he gets in. But I don't know. I wonder this year which quarterbacks are going to be
No, I agree with you.
the key playoff guys.
Oh, looking at this graphic, would you rather have Bo Nix or Joe Burrow? Or would you rather have Jared Goff or Joe Burrow?
Well, Goff's not in the playoffs. Burrow's not in the playoffs.
It's just like quarterback.
Yeah, I know, but I feel
like Joe Burrow. I don't know. He's a beast.
like if it's like Bo Nix versus CJ Stroud, that would be a really weird matchup. Like, I don't know. Both those defenses are rolling, but I don't know which quarterback is ready.
I'd rather have
Ready
Joe
to take
Burrow
a defense all the way.
over Jared Goff. No question.
I'd rather have Joe Burrow over Matthew Stafford.
Damn. Oh, hold on.
Sorry, I might be a little.
Is that a hot take?
That might have been a hot take right there. But give me Joe Burrow over Brock Purdy. Yeah, give me Joe Burrow over Brock Purdy.
I only got one more thing to talk about. We got college football playoffs. This starts up 1 game tomorrow, 3 games Thursday. I don't really care about any of this. Someone tell me what's going on here, because I'm out of it.
Damn. Well, Oregon put their fire on James Madison, but James Madison did put up a couple of scores. And I know apparently, like, leading up to this, Ty Simpson is basically saying that Alabama has been an underdog in all of this, and it makes me sick to my damn stomach that he's saying this. Like everybody counting us out. Oh, they didn't expect for us to be here. And it's like, yeah, nobody expected for y'all to be here because you're really not supposed to be here.
I agree.
Like, so I don't know why he's talking crazy, but these are a couple of good matchups. That Miami and Ohio State matchup looks pretty good. I'm not exactly sure how the Oregon and Texas Tech one is going to go, but I would say Ohio State and the U playing for New Year's Eve, same time as the new Stranger Things premiere, by the way. So we'll see how that goes for me personally, but I think it's a pretty good matchup.
This whole Alabama underdog story against Indiana. I pray to God Indiana wins. But somehow I don't know why I'm thinking this way, but I feel like Alabama's gonna. I don't know. I feel like they might win it somehow. But
I mean, the way I'm looking at it, I'll call it right now: Ohio State, Oregon, Bama, Georgia, done. That's how it turns out. That's how this goes every year.
Ohio State, Oregon, Bama, Georgia.
It's all the same teams.
Oh, I see.
Why would it be any different?
I feel like I'm down Indiana a little bit though, because like I was always doubting them all year, but they actually beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game, and like, please beat Alabama. Please do it.
I think out of all of these matchups, the only shocker will probably be Miami beating Ohio State, or at least that's what I'm thinking. Just for the Carson Beck aspect, I'm really not a believer in him, but somehow Sid the Sloth always finds a way. So I think he finds a way here on his way to see if he can get his get back against Georgia or something like that. But we know somehow Alabama will probably make it to that final.
Yeah. Really rooting for Ole Miss too as well against Georgia. Lane Kiffin leaving, that was kind of bullshit.
I'm telling you, Bama, Ohio State, Oregon, Georgia.
Those games, that's what we missed. Those games leading up, so Oklahoma, Bama, all of those games. Out of all those games, I think A&M and Miami was the only marginally good game. But yeah,
oh God,
are we frozen?
it's screaming on my end. Oh God.
Well, sure, Mike. You talk first.
Hello. Can you hear me? Oh God.
What happened?
I'm frozen on the
I hear you. We can just run these graphics together.
Oh God.
Fitz is gonna lock it in.
Okay. Oh God. Okay. I think it's time for a random question.
Hey,
Who's got one?
can y'all hear me? Is it better? Oh, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can definitely hear you.
Okay.
You trying to get a live stream? Oh, Mickey.
Random question. Fitz, you got one, or Vontae?
Randomest New Year's Eve memory.
Randomest New Year's memory.
Yeah, I guess New Year's or New Year's Eve memory.
It's not really random, but high school we went up to New York City. Fitz ditched us for his other friends.
I had a reunion. My camp
We really
reunion.
missed him. We were kind of young. We went to the Chainsmokers concert at New Year's. It was kind of fun, I'll be honest.
Chainsmokers was what was that? 2011.
I'm trying
12.
to think. 2012
Or
or
13.
13.
Oh, never mind. All right, I was in.
I
yeah,
should have gone. I didn't go.
It was a good time though.
What time did y'all?
We-
What year did y'all graduate?
Fitz was 2011.
Yeah,
Sure.
and you were 20.
I was at camp, so it must have been 2012.
I graduated 2012. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, all right. That
Well, I'm
makes
thinking it would have been like January 1st, 2012.
Yeah.
okay because
We all just
I didn't hear about the chain smokers till college, but I was in college in 2013. I graduated 2010.
I
Yeah.
thought it was 2013 for some reason.
I know they're kind of like a high school girls band right now, but it was a good time.
Were you guys in high
Oh,
school
though.
or college?
Oh, so they-
I remember my first. My first outing, like going out for New Year's, I went to downtown Raleigh and like we had gotten we had a taxi and we were like, we'll pay you to come meet us here at this certain time. And I think because he couldn't get through, he didn't come, and we ended up riding somebody's party bus back to the hotel. Basically, like this is around the time where you threw caution to win and just like got in anybody's car just to get home. But we got on the party bus to go back home from New Year's after New Year's, and I'm so thankful. This was this had to be like 20. Shoot, maybe that was 2013, 2014.
Man, my favorite New Year memory is from 2000,
Mm.
the millennium. We had a big party at our house. We invited a bunch of people from church. I must have been in like second grade. That was like the first time I got to stay up till midnight.
Mm.
Someone brought like the sparkling grape juice. It was a party.
You was lit.
That was a party. That was the best New Year's. I swear.
Liddy titty off some grape juice. Let's go.
It was. Yeah. But I also remember there was a New Year's we were up here at this house, Rob.
It's me, you, and Cole.
It might have been pandemic. Yeah. I think it was like the first New Year's that you and Zoe had been together.
I
And
should
I think we celebrated up here. That was memorable. We just made a little fire. It's just like the four of us.
Mm-hmm.
Real.
Good question, Vontae. Hey, hopefully we'll be back next week. We're getting stronger. Producer Fitz is figuring this out. But yeah, we wish everyone a happy New Year from the pub.
Don't gamble next year.
And congrats, Vontae.
Thank you.
Yeah. End of the day, congrats, Avante.
Love is alive and well
Oh yeah, love's in your
in
face.
the pub.
Love is in your face.
Parker, if you're watching, we love you.
Yeah.
Yes, we love Parker.
Send them
All right.